Be Different Series, Geneva, Part 2. Armed with my French visa, I arrived at the railway station to board the train. And I had about an hour to spare. So I went across the road to the supermarket. I got myself some bread and some cheese and a carton of milk, as was my normal routine. And I met a Filipino there in the supermarket. And I asked him where he was going. So he said, I'm going to France. So I said, are you going on the train? He said, yes. I said, so am I. And I got talking to this guy. And I started cursing the French. I said, they've kept me here for a week and really ruined my holiday. He said, why? So I told him about the visa issue. He said, oh, well, maybe you should have got a visa in India and all that. So I said, forget all that. I mean, I hate the French. And we went to the railway station. Now you go to clear immigration, you got to clear customs, French customs, and then board the train. So I was waiting in a line with my leather suitcase and Samsonite briefcase. He had a rucksack like everyone else. And when my turn came, the guy said, go there. I was singled out from the file of people and made to go and stand next to a steel trestle table. And the immigration people came and they said, put your bag here. So I lifted my bag and put it on the steel trestle table. And the guy could hardly speak in English and opened the bag. So I opened the bag. And exactly like the way they did in Russia, it was a suitcase. He put his hands underneath and he said, anything to declare? I said, no. Just then I remembered I had bought a pistol in Belgium. I think it was in Antwerp. Belgium is very famous for handguns. And I was walking past this shop and it had handguns, Smith & Wesson, all kinds of things, Brownings. And I went there and there was this pistol. And I said, it's too expensive. So he said, I'll give you an imitation. And he pulled out this imitation, which looked absolutely stunning and looked very real. For $15, I got myself a pistol which looked like a real pistol and bullets, blanks. I had that right at the bottom of my suitcase. The cop went and found the pistol. He pulls it out and his hand started shaking like that. Literally shaking. And he's looking at me, his mouth open. Now, this was the Arab era. There were a lot of bombardments, there were a lot of bombs going out, and he see this black fellow standing in front of him. I had slightly long hair, and he started shivering. He shouted, the gendarme arrived with another gun, and they're poking me to sit down. I couldn't speak any French, they couldn't speak any English, and as it is, they were shit scared and terrified, and I'm wondering, now I am done. So I pulled out my briefcase, took out my gold-rimmed glasses, put them on, trying to look a little studious, and they took my pistol away. And the line of people boarding the train thinned and vanished. The Filipino guy and everyone had boarded the train. Any case, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, a police officer wearing a tweed jacket, very smart tweed jacket and a scarf, would you please, arrived and said, is this your pistol? I said, yes, it is mine. He said, how much did you pay for it? I said, $15. He said, no, it's impossible. It's a very, very nice pistol. He said, I couldn't believe it. It took us 10 minutes to figure out what it was. And I said, you see, if you scrape the paint, it'll come out. He said, yes, I know. Then they took my passport and they photocopied the passport page to page and gave it back to me. And he said, welcome to France. And I boarded the train. When I went and boarded the train, I was looking for a berth for myself and I couldn't find any. Finally, in the second box, I found the Filipino guy. He was by himself in a 4-berth compartment, and I went and sat there. I said, oh my God, I've had a really tough day today. He said, who are you? What have you done? What tough day? You never told me the truth. Why did you have a pistol? How did you get a pistol? I don't want to stay with you. And he picked up his rucksack and he ran away. And I ended up having this 4-berth compartment to myself. From Geneva till the whole night, I had this compartment to myself. There you go. This is what pistols do for you. Go for it.